Welcome to Campaholics.
I'm Christy.
I'm Mandy.
And I'd rather be camping.
Cuatro, cinco, seis. Attention, everybody. You have joined the Campaholic meeting of... Welcome. Welcome to our virtual campground. Here are your hosts, Christy and Mandy.
And today we're going to talk about
Cut it out.
cutting that shit out.
Does that mean I have to stop talking?
No.
Oh, you're not telling me to cut it out.
We need
Cut it.
you to tell us what other people need to cut out.
Yeah. Like when your kids are complaining.
Are we there yet?
Cut it
I'm
out,
hungry.
dude.
She's touching me.
Right. I want my electronic
Yeah,
device.
cut it out.
Cut it out. Okay? This is the best part of your childhood. Live it.
Exactly.
Love it.
I love it.
If you don't cut it out, I will.
Exactly.
Oh, man. But that doesn't just go for kids. I mean, there are people that, adults that have. I,
Thank
too,
you.
sometimes get a little grumpy, but, I mean, when I'm camping, not really that.
No,
that
not really. It
much.
doesn't last long. It's all like 20 minutes. You're like, I'm good again.
Just when we're parking the trailer, Brian's like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just find a spot.
And then
But,
once there's a little popping of the top on the beer,
Uh-huh.
everyone's fine, right?
yeah, as long as I've got my shovel and I'm digging my new fire pit, then I'm good.
There you go. Exactly.
Nobody telling me to cut that out.
No, we need you to keep that up.
Keep that up. Oh man.
But there are plenty of things to cut out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we're on the topic of behaviors or things that we're doing
Okay.
and saying, I have some things about campers that bother me.
Okay, do
Like-
share, do tell.
Like if you show up to a campsite with other people who have been planning the camp trip
Okay.
and they say, here's your
Yes.
responsibilities.
Okay.
And then you show up and you've done none of those responsibilities.
Okay.
And then you just kind of leech off of everybody else.
That's not okay. You need to cut that out.
Cut it out.
Or don't come.
Or don't go. Participate equally with the group or do not go.
Exactly. I mean, and you're probably not asking much of them. Like, can you just bring a bag of marshmallows?
It's not much.
Something like that.
Let's put it this way. I am very good at understanding everybody's level of contributions they're able to do. So I have never asked someone to do something that they couldn't physically do.
So you keep the task appropriate to their talent
I
level.
absolutely do. That's what makes a good camp manager.
Whoa, didn't know we were dealing with a camp manager here.
Yes.
That just took us to a whole new level.
You would know this because you're camp co-manager.
Oh, whoa. I need to get some official badges around here.
Oh, they're in the mail. They're on their way. Actually, I could probably make those for us now.
Yeah, you could. Oh, man.
Oh, speaking of cutting things out, you guys, I got a Cricut for Christmas, and I have been cutting out so many
Watch out.
stencils.
She's like cut happy.
I am. I've been cutting camp logos and Sasquatches like nobody's business.
Dang, you on it. Should we talk about the scissors?
Oh,
Because those cut.
I remember that was so funny.
You needed those
I
scissors.
needed them, and there was
Your
just-
stuff was on fire. It was melting.
I was surprised that there wasn't like a string attached to those scissors physically because there was a lot of warnings around those scissors. Like, bring them back.
All right, folks. Okay. It's like anything. You let somebody borrow something and then it goes missing or they break it and you're like, I wanted to be that good, nice person, let them borrow it, but now
Right.
it's ruined forever.
You made me do this.
So when I've got a new camper coming to camp and her stuff's half melted,
And she needed scissors.
my little heart says, lend her the scissors. So what do? I lend her the scissors.
Yeah.
And then when it was time for the scissors to go to bed, nobody knew where the scissors
That's
were.
not true. That's not true.
Oh.
I feel like There had to have been a different instance because that time was the time that I made sure I returned them because I gave them and I was like, Brian, I can't find Mandy. Please take the scissors. I am not responsible. Is the form here so I can sign the scissors back into the trailer?
And, and that trip, I remember thinking, what kind of friend am I? That is worried so much about her scissors when half of her stuff has just melted.
But scissors are just those things that are
Yeah,
like even
they
in
go
my
missing.
house. Even
I
in my
know.
house.
You got to have at least 5
I
pairs.
have 3 fucking pairs.
Yeah.
You're right. You need at least 5 because
Yeah.
I've only got 3 and 3 ain't enough because those things grow legs and they walk away.
And they all end up dull and they don't cut right.
or there's something sticky on them. Like, what is that?
I rest my case. Where are my scissors? So I have 1 pair of scissors for camping,
I like this.
and they are in the 3rd drawer of my trailer,
Third drawer on the left.
and they shall remain there. So if you're coming camping with me, please bring your own scissors.
Bring your own, or make sure you sign the roster when you borrow them.
Yeah, but here's a side tip. You can go to Harbor Freight and get those inexpensive heavy-duty scissors for camping for like a couple bucks. So yeah,
I
we used
do
to get like
Harbor Freight.
right. Yeah, they're your friend.
They've got some good stuff there.
Okay, so there's been a few things that I've had to cut out from camping over the years. Things that are good that I really didn't know until later on, like biodegradable toilet paper. Like I
Right.
need to be cutting out that other stuff that doesn't biodegrade because we want to help the environment, things like that.
Yes, yeah.
So cut that out by the new 7. Anyway,
Like, did you cut it out or did you tear it off?
yanked it off. Oh man, other things you have to cut out: splinters.
Splinters.
Not only from people, but little Ranger. She had a pretty big thorn in her paw once. This is where she got the nickname Tender Paw.
Tender paw.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she had one in her paw, and we yanked it out. And
My
she
dad
was
ran
pretty-
into a cacti one time, and we had to.
Ooh.
I was pulling out little needles from his back.
That is like childhood trauma for me because when I was little and I was walking in our front yard with my dolly, and
dolly.
I was like, la, 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 and thump, 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 thump. And then all of a sudden I'm on the kitchen counter and both my parents are with pliers or
my
tweezers
God.
getting splinters out of my legs. Were covered in splinters because I ran over a cactus. It was not fun.
No. I
Anyway,
wouldn't imagine so.
definitely cut that
How was
out.
the dolly though? She fine?
I don't know.
Ah, yeah. Who
Um,
gives a fuck?
I'm surprised I had a dolly because I grew up such a tomboy with my brothers that anything girly
You were
was
probably-
shot at with a BB gun or torn apart. So
Maybe you were taking her camping. I don't know.
I was probably getting away from my brothers with her. I'm like, no,
I'll save you.
I'll save you, dolly. Oh man. Okay.
And then there were a lot of items that I think I was packing, like overpacking. I didn't need. Like, you know, I'd be on like a 2-day trip and it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
propane. I'm like, I don't need that.
You're gonna eat. That's probably gonna bust and melt your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. More
Yeah.
fire is not what
Yeah.
I need. Or like I'm going for a day and I have like a 30 case of water.
Right.
Probably don't need all that water.
Right. And I overpack all the time, especially clothes. I'm like,
Oh,
I just ended
yeah.
up wearing the same thing all weekend.
So
so
like, turns out all I needed was sweatpants.
guess it's a nice reminder when I get home I don't have to do laundry.
No, and it's already packed for the next trip.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm like, I could cut some of that out. I mean, it's just more weight we're hauling around, but don't cut it all out.
No.
You don't want to be without those socks.
No, or there's certain things that I always think, I don't need to bring this, like a little radio or something. But I'm like, well, what if in the off chance, like, I need the fucking radio?
Right.
So there's some things that I'm like, all right, I can't cut that out.
I know. There's been times too that we're like, oh, we don't need that. Someone else will bring it. And then sure enough, they didn't bring it. And you're like, we should have brought it.
Got it.
But yeah, there's those items that you kind of need and
Or like
some you
extra
don't have to.
chairs. You probably don't need to bring 30 chairs every time.
I know, but then when we started leaving our extra chairs
Everybody
at home,
needed
everybody
them.
needed a chair, and everyone went down to the store to buy a chair.
We all counted on you. We're like, me and Brian have the extra chairs.
We don't.
And
We
you
have a
didn't.
bench, but not a chair. Yeah, I know.
Maybe this should be things you shouldn't cut out. Don't cut it out.
Don't cut it out. Okay. So tell me about your knife situation.
My knife situation. What do I bring to cut with?
Exactly.
Oh, I actually got this really cute. It's like a cutting board that folds in half.
Okay.
And then it has like a little snap so it closes, like stays together. But when you open it, there's a chef's knife inside of it. So there's like a knife inside.
It's like a little prize.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool because I always have a knife just for chopping.
Yeah.
And it's always there with my cutting board and it doesn't ever leave it. And
I will
it's-
never ask to borrow your chopping knife.
don't. Because it's very specific with the magnet and the
See?
handle.
Just like my scissors.
And then I have like a little hatchet for like wood
Okay.
stuff. I don't really ever like chop down big things, so I don't have like a saw or
Yeah.
anything like that. I have
Right.
those like emergency saws or like a hand saw, right? Those.
Oh yeah, the chain ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Were you there when we watched my nephew by the fire? You may have been sleeping. You were probably dozing off in your stargazer chair.
Probably.
But he took the chain one and he totally did that. Like he busted through the timber.
How long did
over
it
the
take though?
Not very long.
Really?
I want to say it was like 10 minutes. I think I have a video of him, but he was
Wow.
like super tired after. And I think he accidentally rubbed his stomach too with it and got like a big old sore on
I thought
it.
that was when they were running with the tree trying to break it on another tree.
Oh, wait, maybe that. Maybe I was the one dozing off, mixing stories.
How many bubblies did you have?
A little too many. You can never have too many bubblies as long as they're lime.
As long as they're lime.
Huzzah. Okay, cutting. So, yes, I have a knife too. I have scissors. We do have a, oh, I don't think we even have an axe.
No?
No.
What are you going to do?
I don't, Brian must have
bring,
one.
But you guys usually bring wood too if you know you're going
Right.
to need it.
We do bring wood. And then I use plastic knives for whatever food
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So I just
I
toss
use your
those.
plastic knives because I
Yeah.
always forget mine.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. So cutting.
I almost lost a
Cut
toe
it out.
once. I was like chopping wood.
toe?
Yeah, I was chopping wood barefoot, which I probably shouldn't have done. And I was getting a little cocky with it. I was like, yeah, I'll slice that wood like butter. And then I almost sliced my toe.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
little tip to y'all is don't do it barefoot.
Steel toe boots. See what they made them. Christy needs steel toe boots for everybody out there for her birthday.
Another tip, I could use those, y'all. So another thing I remember it didn't happen to me, but it happened to someone I knew.
Okay.
They picked up a friend's chainsaw and was like, I'm gonna use their chainsaw. But what they didn't realize was they put like the wrong fuel mixture into the chainsaw, and so it ran real great for about 4 minutes, and then it never ran again.
That's why you don't let people borrow your stuff.
Exactly. And guess what? We owed them. We had to replace this chainsaw because they had just gotten it.
And it was probably not cheap.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did you do that? Like,
No, cut it out.
cut it out. Stop using other people's shit.
Don't cut it out with that. Cut out the attitude
Stop
with that.
putting fluids in other people's.
Whoa, cut it out, Christy.
Stop it. Just
I think of Joey from Full House. Cut it out. Oh my goodness. What about rope?
Oh, recently I had a bad go with the rope. I
feel like that should be a shirt. I had a bad go with the rope.
I don't really think about these things like how long have I had this rope in my camping gear? And it has expired. Like it's just
There's a
dry
shelf
rotted.
life.
Yeah, it is, right? And so like it just got weak over the years. And so when I really needed it to pull something, it just snapped.
Sounds a lot like me. I've dry rotted over the years. When you needed me, I just snapped.
I just snapped, dude. Watch out.
That's right, because he was pulling the wagon.
Yes.
And he needed that paracord or whatever.
Yeah.
Mule tape.
So-
That's a good strong rope.
Yeah, so I guess, I have like 87 paracord bracelets, but I don't want to take the bracelet apart. So then tell me why I'm bringing them. Tell me why I have
Camp
8
fashion.
I have enough paracord to wrap around this universe like
cord.
80 times.
You could probably get your tarp and then make a parachute with it.
I could lasso the moon at this point. But do I use any of it?
No. But now for the wagon and his bike, you can.
I need to, yes.
You need to unravel those bracelets,
unravel.
Christy.
I need to cut it out
Cut
and
it out.
unravel it.
Cut that out. If I see you with the bracelet,
I know. It's a problem.
chop chop.
Or I'm thinking of like I finally cut out the tent, right? The tent I think had been limping along for a while, and then I broke another pole, and then I was like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm
And those
replacing it.
those paracords, they seemed like they started to disintegrate. They snapped.
Yes. I'm like, come on now.
How do they not have those built to last
I don't know.
longer than?
I don't know.
Who
I guess I
knows?
I'd had it for a while, but still, I feel
Yeah, gypped.
yeah.
Let's see
gypped.
what your new tent brings with the paracord.
I'm very excited for this.
That's awesome.
Yep. And my shoes. I finally threw away my old hiking shoes because I have committed fully to my Keens.
That's commitment right there.
Yeah, so
throwing
I-
away the old ones.
I know. I was like, there's nothing wrong with them, really.
Yeah.
But am I going to wear them? No.
No,
So I cut them out.
I'm proud of you.
I felt good.
Yeah.
I'm making some moves this year, y'all.
Yeah, you are. And you're inspiring me because somebody has told me I need to get rid of the old shoes I don't use any longer.
Cut
but
it out, Mandy.
I know.
It's 2025. It's almost spring cleaning season. It is
I
time to get rid of all
know.
the things that we don't need anymore.
Okay. We
Like
need
I
to
was
do
talking
that.
about my garage too, and I have this whole back little corner, the left corner of my garage has been shit that's been sitting there for at least 3 years.
Okay.
And I keep saying, I'm going to donate it or sell it in a yard sale. Even if I get $10, it's not worth the space it's
Right.
taking in
Yeah.
my
So
garage.
you bit the bullet.
No, it's still there. But I'm getting closer, I think.
That's good.
We're
You're-
talking about it
Yes,
now.
I was gonna say you're acknowledging the
It's
fact
there.
that it's there.
And it will be gone at some point this year.
That's right. Admitting it is the first step.
I just have 11 more months to go.
And I'm there right with you with the shoes. I admit it. Okay. I need to throw some
I
away.
think you can do it. Like those,
Right. Let's make a deal. I'll throw a pair of shoes away.
and
You-
I'll get rid of my garage
There
stuff.
you go.
I really think you need a new pair of camping slippers because it was those that had a mouth on it that you had then taped together. I think I was making fun of you for your camping
for my
shoes.
slippers that were
Yes.
falling apart, but they're so comfortable.
You need new ones, dude.
Okay, so we could talk about things we should cut out, but we're not cutting out.
Oh, that's everything.
And there's a cut in my thing I should cut out. Yeah, I think I've collected some dirt in that thing.
You really want to keep those slippers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But here's a story.
Okay.
Daughter says, I'm throwing these slippers away, these other slippers that are like brand new. And I was like, whoa, back it up. Because the last trip we went on, Mom, where are your slippers? I want to borrow them. Excuse me. Good thing I saved the ones you wanted to throw away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I do think if there's nothing, yeah, okay.
But then again, she probably has a point because she'll probably only wear them twice in 2 years or something.
But usage is usage.
Maybe those should be my new slippers.
Oh, why aren't you wearing those ones?
Actually, her feet are pretty small.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you don't fit them?
You definitely wouldn't fit. Because you got like gigantor feet. I'm just kidding.
smaller feet than you.
I know. I'm so surprised.
I'm
Like,
surprised by that too.
Let's give our listeners a visual. Christy is tall like a tree,
not 6 foot, but 5'7".
and her feet are wee.
They're not.
We're rhyming here.
They're 7.5. They're very average.
And Mandy is short like a stump,
Yeah,
and her feet are long.
like a clown.
Oh man.
No, it's weird because I think if you look at either one of us, feet look normal, but in the grand scheme of things, I feel like I have small feet, and you gave me that complex, so thank you very much.
Okay.
It's like tried on a pair of shoes. I'm like, nope, makes me feel like too small.
It's probably time for us to cut this episode out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
People are
meaning-
like, they
yeah.
don't want to hear us talk about our
Right.
feet anymore.
Okay, well, since we gotta
Go, I guess.
chop it.
Yeah, y'all should cut something out. And it's definitely not Campaholics every Thursday. Make sure this is the one thing you keep in your
Yes.
regiment because, well, obviously you need us.
Yeah, I mean, we're your virtual camp hosts or managers. I'm sorry,
I feel like life coach.
life camp coach.
Life camp life
LCC.
coach. LCC.
So
Alright.
visit us.
At I'd rather be camping with a
The
K.
K.
.com
Or
on
Campaholics.
Instagram, Facebook.
or at our house.
Maybe not our houses.
Yeah, not at our house.
Unless you're bringing like cookies, brownies, or alcohol. On that note, get to shopping, get to throwing some shit away, and
Cut it out.
Cut it out.